Hi guys, it's Sterling Inspector here. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about the Ethereum difficulty bomb. For us miners, the difficulty bomb is something major that we have to think about in terms of the Ethereum merge. If you are new to mining, you might not know what the difficulty bomb is. So for the first part of this video, I'm going to explain what it is, and then the second part, I'm going to go over how it affects us miners. So as we all know, Ethereum relies on proof of work, and this merge will take us into proof of stake. Proof of work works based off your GPU solving puzzles, and for a reward you get coins. A difficulty bomb exponentially increases the difficulty of these puzzles over time. If the bomb is left alone, it can cause the difficulty to get to a point where nobody can mine anymore. In the mining space, they call it the Ice Age of Ethereum mining. It's called this because the chain will eventually stop producing blocks on the network. If the network stops producing blocks, then mining will freeze, hence why it's called an Ice Age. In theory, this difficulty bomb was put in place to phase out Ethereum mining, so that the switch can happen while miners are still validating blocks. For example, if the difficulty block goes off, miners will still be able to mine, but every 2 weeks the difficulty will increase. So while that difficulty is increasing, the Ethereum team can come in and start to switch the network to proof of stake. Once the switch has happened, there won't be a need for the Ethereum mining anymore. It's actually a very smart thing to do in terms of the switch, as it allows for the network to be up while the switch is happening. This eliminates them having any trouble with transactions and such, because the network is still running on both staking and proof of work for a small period of time. The problem that lies here is that the difficulty bomb is set to go off in around 55 days. This takes us up to around June time, and as we know, the merge isn't happening until September-October time. This means that the difficulty will start to get exponentially higher in June. So this bomb has gone off multiple times on the network, as we can see on this chart. These spikes are where the bomb has gone off. As you can see, the block time on the network jumps every 2 weeks. From looking at the data, we can see that the block time increases exponentially every 2 weeks. When it hits the 7-week mark, we can see it's at around 30 seconds per block. Now, if the block time increased, it will cause miners to make less profits from mining. This is why it's important to think about this bomb when it comes to us miners. So every 2 weeks, the profits of Ethereum will decrease. While the profits of Ethereum will decrease, I believe we'll start to see lots of hash rate go over to other coin networks, as a lot of miners will be chasing profits as Ethereum won't be as profitable. I mentioned in my last video that this large hash rate will cause other coins to become less profitable as well, because more people will be mining, and therefore the block is shared between more miners. Now let's go back to the Ethereum block chart, and we can get an idea of how long the block time will be if the bomb goes off in June as expected. So the block time right now is around 13 seconds. Once the bomb goes off, we'll see the time go up exponentially every 2 weeks. We already know after about 8 weeks the block time will be around 30 seconds. So that takes us from June to August and leaves us with around 6 weeks until the merge. If we extrapolate the numbers from every block time increase, we can confidently say that if the bomb goes off, the block time will be around 40 seconds per block at the time of the merge. This is 3 times longer than the current time. This will most definitely cut the profits to a third of today's profits. Now this is all very hypothetical, as the Ethereum developers can choose to delay this bomb or defuse it. So the Ethereum team have delayed this specific bomb multiple times, but it also takes time to delay the bombs, and they would need to start thinking about it right now, as they need to dedicate a team to delay it. They obviously don't want to dedicate a team to this, as it would take away valuable people from working on the merge. This rings the same for defusing the bomb. If they choose to let the bomb go off, then they can also defuse it. That's why in the previous charts you see the block time drop out of nowhere. This is because of that amount of time they decided to let the bomb go off, and it took them around 12 weeks to defuse it. Once defused, the block time will return to normal. The problem again is that they don't want to dedicate a team to defuse the bomb, as it takes away resources from the merge. Now the Ethereum devs aren't going to delay the bomb, and we don't know that for certain. The reason to not delay the bomb is because they believe that their mainnet beacon chain will still be happening this summer. If it all goes to plan, they could be ready to fork testnets in 2 weeks. This will remove the need for a hard fork to delay the bomb. Now, the problem I have with the Ethereum dev team is that they're very inconsistent with all the information they relay in the meetings. The last meeting that they had, they talked about forking testnets. They said that they will only do this every 2 weeks. As there are 4 testnets left to go, this means there's 8 weeks left to go in terms of testing. This places us around mid-July time, which is way beyond the time that the difficulty bomb goes off. So they are saying that it could be up and running by the time of the bomb, but if they are only testing every 2 weeks, then this is impossible for them to get the network running before the bomb. And during this 8 weeks, the block time would be around 20 seconds per block. As stated before, the block time is 13 seconds right now, but in their last meeting they said they would only be willing to deal with the block time of 15 seconds. So if the block time gets to 20 seconds in the 8 weeks after the bomb, it will slow the network down drastically, and Ethereum payments will be slower. To add to this, the gas fees will also be much higher at those times due to the fact that less blocks are being mined, so there'll be more transactions per block. This is not what Ethereum users want to deal with, plus a lot of miners would still be mining and the payouts would be very high on the gas fees. In my opinion, the dev team right now doesn't have a choice but to either delay the bomb or put a team to defuse it, because it will cause the network to be very unstable for around 2 months. For now, they have said that they will not be delaying the bomb, but by my estimates, I think they have around 4 weeks to decide what to do with the bomb. They are trying right now to see if they can testnet in next 2 weeks. If this goes well, I think they won't delay the bomb as they feel they can get the merge done sooner. Now, the founder of Ethereum, Vitalik Buterin, has said that they will have to evaluate the pain of extra delay hard forks versus the pain of living with 21 to 25 second blocks for a while, which is something that they have done before and the world didn't end. I'd like to focus on the last part where he says it has been done before. Although I agree it has been done before, I also want to point out that it was a long time ago that this was done. Right now, Ethereum has exploded as the second biggest crypto, and I don't think they have considered the amount of traffic the network has compared to last time. This time around, we have more users of Ethereum and one of the biggest introductions into the space, which is NFTs. They drive a lot of traffic to the Ethereum network as most NFTs are minted on the Ethereum blockchain. If they decided to let the bomb go off, these processes of NFTs and other things would be slower, and I don't know if they can handle the flow of Ethereum on the 20-second blocks. Lastly, I want to talk about what this means for overall for us miners. So we already know that the network difficulty will go up when the bomb goes off. This will cause miners to go over to other coins to gain profits. The large mining rigs will probably stay on Ethereum, but small miners will want to switch to something more profitable, as the electric bill will be higher when the bomb happens. Now, there's a lot of coins out there that we can switch to, but it's not possible to tell whether they can sustain the amount of hash rate that will hit the network. Now, it's also impossible to tell which coin will receive the most amount of hash rate. Whichever coin it is will probably see a spike in price. This is because the difficulty on the network of the coin will go up, and most likely the price of the coin will follow the hash rate migration. As miners, we should look at which coins work best for our own personal rigs. A big YouTuber called Son of a Tech is looking to test the networks of all these other coins to see if they can take the hash rate migration. So if you want to be a part of that, it's happening on the 13th of May. The aim is just to mine different coins for the start, and then his Discord will start testing and asking you to switch to certain coins to mine. I think this is a great idea as it allows us miners to put a plan in place for the merge, but also for this difficulty bomb if they decide not to defuse or delay it. I'm personally switching my rigs to FLUX first off, and then I'll await the real testing for other coins such as ETH Classic, Ravencoin, or even Ergo. I've always been a firm believer in FLUX and their parallel asset system, as I think it creates more decentralization and allows for cross-network crypto swaps. If you have a lot of 20 series cards, I think you guys should migrate your rigs to FLUX on the 13th of May, just to help out and really give us an idea of which networks will be the best for mining when Ethereum switches. So that's it for the video. I hope you guys got a good understanding of what the difficulty bomb is and how it will affect the network and us miners. If you have any questions or mining problems, then you feel free to join the Discord. It's the top link in the description. Please like the video and subscribe for more content like this.